Yeah, that's all mad. And I touched on that, the whole mental health thing, and how did it take? Did it take its toll, like mentally? Like, was there ever a time when your mental health suffered? Because I think when people hear about jail and they hear about these rappers talking about jail, they think it's a walk in the park. And then you see, these, when you get leaked videos online of people in jail rapping and living life, like they think it's a walk in the park. Like, what are the realities of jail and the realities of like some of the stuff that you've done and been through that stay with you mentally and actually take its toll?
Yeah, like you start to get all of these mental health symptoms. Like, for instance, like you start to get depressed. You can't be in jail away from your family and tell me that you're not depressed. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you're gonna be depressed some days. You're gonna come off a visit from your kids and you're gonna be depressed. Do you know what I mean? Even to the point, yeah, where it has its reverse effect as well. Like, so for instance, you could be depressed on road because you might be missing someone, like your brethren that you've built a bond with, left him in prison, he's doing 30 years or something. Do you know what I mean? It's just a round and round and round circle. You get depression, you're going to get little bits of anxiety because, do you know what I mean? You're going to get flashbacks of situations when like I said, when you go to certain areas, you feel like, I'm going to get myself into this again, I'm going down that route again. Police might pull up behind you, blue lights, they're not even pulling you over, they're pulling over someone else. You start panicking, thinking it's you, you ain't done nothing. Like, it's just so much effects that has the paranoia. Do you know what I mean? Like, all of it, bro. I feel like I've had every mental health problem, bro. Bipolar, this, that, go through it. Do you get what I'm saying? Just going through so many different emotions that I can't control sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Is there
It's
anyone
real.
is there anyone that you're able to like talk to and stuff like that, or do you just, sometimes man from road just, no, I just deal with it by myself. Do you know what I'm saying? Is there
Yeah.
anyone you talk to, or is that something that in the future you will do?
Yeah, you know what? Like, I believe, yeah, like, not even to be macho, but I'm very like strong-minded. Do you know what I mean? Like, when it comes to stuff like that, like, I know I'm strong. I've seen other people just go left and it go into full depression, a full nervous wreck with the anxiety. People turn schizophrenic. I've seen a lot of that. Had family members that close to home. I've seen certain stuff. Do you know what I mean? I would like to feel like I'm strong. I'm not. It's not that deep. It's all mild. Every emotion that I'm telling you about, it's mild. But I do talk with people, and if anything, music was my outlet. That was my talking. I was talking with the world. Do you get what I'm saying? Instead of having to
I was
talk
just
with,
about to say that. I was just
yeah,
about to say that. I know you. Like, music is your therapy. That's your therapy.
yeah,
Music.
yeah, that's what it was. Do you get what I'm saying? For a lot of years, until I felt like, wait there, I can just chat like I'm chatting with you, man, now. I couldn't do this before. It would have to be a song. Like, I couldn't just do this. That would be mad. But this is what I'm saying now. I don't have to do it on a beat. I can just do it like this. I can talk to people. I can talk about it. I can talk about whatever now and feel no way about it because I know how my mind, where I'm at. Do you know what I'm saying?
So do you know that when people hear you speak and whoever might listen to this, do you know that they look at you as inspiration because your life was one way and you've turned it all the way around now to be who you are now? Do you know in your mind that people actually look up to me and know that you actually have a voice, or do you is it just business as usual?
I do, yeah, but I don't. I'm one of them people, yeah, where if that is the case, I don't want to put a foot wrong. And it's like, it gets mad because it's not that there's a wrong and right, but I'm still like I'm still human. I still got ways about me in it. I could still slip tomorrow and things like that, or that someone else will take as a slip. So I don't want to take on this influencer role or do you know what I'm saying? And let people down. And that's how I felt with the documentary. I jumped into a role so early and people really, like, do you know what I mean? Like, fell in love with that new kind of side of me. Like, yeah, I love that about Stana. Like, I respect that. Boom, boom, boom. So anytime they might see me on a different kind of energy, it's like they feel a bit let down. Like, oh, Stana Man, I thought you was, you know what I'm saying? I thought you was at the door. I thought you know, and it's like, I'm like, yo, just give me time. Like, I'm still growing as well. Like, it's mad. So I do understand it, that people are like inspired and they do look and that, do you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like the journey just ain't not there. I'm just not right there yet where they may be thinking I am, and I don't want to fool nobody. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm close.
Yeah, no, I
You touching on that, did you have, you know, going in and then coming back out, and I'd keep on saying, I know you, and I know you've changed your life, but did that have negative, did people resent you for doing that because they're thinking you're going to come out and go back to them or be the same standard that you were before you went in, coming out and changing? Did you find people like sort of back off from you doing that?
Yeah. So I feel like, and remember, your own mind plays tricks on you as well, because I feel like you start to predict that these little things are going to happen. Like if you go straight, people are going to start taking the piss. So you start to like set yourself up. That's where the anxiety and that comes from. Because now you're setting yourself up for something you don't even know if it's actually going to go that way, but you're preparing yourself for it. So anytime I was out and I was kind of like trying to just do music, and I felt like maybe I'm getting drawn out to do this or get drawn out to do that, like I feel like I was getting my back up a bit. Do you know what I mean? And like people were kind of resenting it, and sometimes I was taking things the wrong way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's what comes with it. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like you just got to understand that them things are gonna happen, like when you enter and you play a certain game for a certain amount of time. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just.
How far are you trying to go with music? Because obviously, that's what a lot of people know you for. Oh yeah, it's funny though. A lot of people know you for music. That's their entry point to you, right? But they don't know.
Yeah, I know. This is the thing. Like, I feel like more now. It's I've swayed it for the music. Do you know what I mean? I've managed to do music consistent enough to be more of a musician than would you say a road guy? Do you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Like, which I'm proud of. Like, but yeah, that's what I'd say. They know me for the music.
It's so mad when that happens, when you have a whole life, but they just know you for what's new. Like, I'm known as the podcast guy. Imagine, as if my life just started 3 years ago. I'm known as the podcast guy. So it's mad. But
if that's your intentions, it's a good thing. Do you know what I mean? And it's beautiful when they can go and they can look and they can see the rest and find out other information for themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing as well.
Yeah, man.
Right.
What I was gonna say before we like wrap this up is that, can you remember coming out, and what was the one thing that you thought, raw, what's that? Because I remember my friend coming out and he didn't know what Oyster card was, and to me that's normal, an Oyster card. Do you get what I'm saying? He didn't know what Oyster card was. Is there anything that you remember seeing and thinking, what the heck is that?
Yeah, I think probably the same. Do you know what I mean? Like Oyster cards, DLRs, the DLR train, things like that. I went in prison in 2006. So maybe certain phones were totally different. Huh?
It was still 40 people.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? All of that sort of stuff. Uber, all these little ordering things, the way that you can do things, like what? Wow, what? Even now, even till this day, I'm still picking up on things like, huh? I never knew you could do that. Like once you get taken away from the normality, that's it. You're just it's like a reset button gets hit, and you got to start all over again of modernizing yourself. Do you know what I mean? Getting up with the times, catching up,
Yeah.
And that's another thing that puts a lot of man under pressure, because it's like you're feeling you need to catch up with all these years you've missed, but sometimes you've got to come into reality that like they're gone. Like you can't catch up on what's gone. Like it's gone. Like you can't live that again. You can't really overdo that. You threw that away. Now you got to start at this chapter here. Do you know what I mean? I was trying to relive certain things, and it was like, nah, mate, you're late 20s. Like I came out of jail late 20s. You're not early 20s. You went to jail early 20s. Now you're late 20s. You can't. Your brain has got to catch straight up. Do you know what I mean? It's not like that out there no more. So,
but yeah. How far are you looking to take music?
Honestly, yeah, like I've come to a point where I'm not doing music as much. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like, because I was saying to you before, what I got into music, the reasons I got into music for are probably different from a lot of people's, and I kind of felt like I took it to where I wanted to take it. Like I've got the fulfillment that I wanted. Do you know what I mean? Like to the point where I needed music. Do you know what I mean? I used to get depressed if I'm not bringing out an album, or I'm not writing an album, or I'm not doing something. Now, do you know what I mean? I found other ways to channel that energy. So it's like with music, I love to keep making music and songs here and there and feature with people if it's right and stuff like that, and do it on a bigger scale with marketing and promo, and maybe even get, do you know what I mean? Finally get like financial backing from like a label where it makes sense or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you know what, you can do what you want to do because it makes sense. And then, do you know what I mean? I would love to take it as far as it could go, bro. Like, of course, I would never like to just dilly-dally with it. But now I've just got brand new interest and passion. It still surrounds the music, but I'm just not as so much the artist. Do you know what I mean? I'm more for the other artists now.
What's the media company you said you started?
Yeah, it's called
British. I know what you're doing. Let everyone know what you're trying to do. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, so
he was about to tell us. Right, he was about to tell us, you know, mate.
Yeah, so it's like a rap show. Yeah, it's like a rap show. Yeah, it is a rap show basically. Where, you know, like everyone's right now, there's a high demand for podcasts, reaction shows, freestyle series, hip hop news. Do you know what I mean? It's more all rolled into one, and it's bringing fresh artists come in, they're competing. It's kind of done in like a football format, like, you know, match of the day, where it's a league. It's like the Premier League, it's like the Championship, it's like League One. Do you know what I mean? It's all there, where people are getting scores, points, rated. Do you know what I mean? On the skill, ability, you can discuss it afterwards. And react to it. It's basically that what I'm trying to do with media. And I write a lot of ideas, like scripts and comedy shows and little things. And I want to just be presenting that side of me to the world as well, you know, working with a team of cameramen and that. Do you know what I'm saying? No. That's kind of what's going on next.
Yeah, that's good, man. You should be proud of it. That's good.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
That's it. Obviously, if there's anything we can do, just let me know.
Yeah. No, definitely. Brad knows. I spoke to Brad about it, man. Brad knows.
Yeah. But before we go, we always ask this question to our guests on going back to being a kid, for kids out there nowadays who maybe might be in the same situation you were when you was a kid, or are thinking about getting into this gang life and stuff like that, or are in a hard place. What advice would you give to them?
Yeah, I'll just say, you know what, man, it's just it starts with yourself. Do you know what I mean? You got to build up your confidence to kind of want more for yourself, so you don't end up wasting time and going down the wrong routes and following people and getting pressured by stuff that, you know what I mean, your heart's, you know, your genuine heart's not into. You got to find the people that are offering the help. Do you know what I mean? You can't be shy. You got to be confident to ask for help if you need help. Do you know what I mean? That's where I genuinely think it all starts with. If they've got confidence yeah, within themselves, and these kids have got confidence, then they will make the choice for themselves not to do it. Do you know what I mean? Because it seems like it's the kids with low self-esteem and all of that sort of stuff that end up following down the wrong path. Do you know what I mean? It's like a pattern of that, man. So we need to just build them up, tell them to just, you know what I mean, find things that they're good at and work on that as hard as they can, chase their dreams. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the best.
Do you know what I was actually thinking about? Is like one thing I am thankful for is because of the generation that they're growing up in, it's easier for them to do stuff where they don't have to do all of that stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? So you see that when we were growing up, it's like football, rap, youth club, like, but there was no real passion that could make you money or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas now they can jump on YouTube and be a YouTube star in a month. Do you get what I'm saying? They can do their music and know that they can put their music out and it will be seen. Like, there's so many things for them to do, and I'm actually quite happy about that. But at the same time,
yeah, me too.
There is all the other stuff. But yeah, man, Stana Man, Stana, Dean, yeah.
All the names, plenty names, you know.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much for this, man, and it's been a good one, man, and I hope you've enjoyed.
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed it. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot for inviting me, man.
Yeah, man. No, it's all good. The moment Brad was like, "Yeah, let's get him on," I was like, "Yeah, cool. Let's do this." Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So thank you very much. And I know a lot of people are going to hear your story and be inspired by it, and just know that no matter how they're living, there's ways to just go around it. Do you get what I'm saying? And they can do better for themselves, man. So thank you very much.
Definitely, man.
Say the documentary. What was that? How will people find to watch that? Because I think that's a good watch. People should watch
that. Documentary is called "Sorry I Shot You," and it's on Real Stories. So yeah, it's on YouTube. You just type in "Sorry I Shot You" or you Google it. It should come up, or even type in Stana. You should find that link in YouTube easily.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go and watch that because I didn't even know about that doc. I'm actually gonna go and watch it.
Yeah, it's out there, man.
I'm gonna get some. We can probably put something out from the doc, if you don't mind, anyway.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Like on our social media, you know, when we put the clips out, we can just probably just show.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. No, love for that, guys at home. As always, keep liking, subscribing, sharing. Hope Podcast, helping other people everywhere. And I think that's it from us. I think that's it, guys.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. Take care. Love, Brad, yeah?
Yeah.